Happy Friday, everyone. We made it through yet another work week. You know, the last few days have been fun as well here on Kababayan today, including interviews and features with Top Chef, Season 5, fan favorite Fabio Viviani. If you missed that and any of our segments this last few days, log on to our YouTube channel. Also, we are always on a lot of our social media sites. So we're on YouTube, youtube.com/KababayanLA18. Also on Facebook and on Twitter. Tweet with us. I'd love to hear from you. Hello, my name is Janelle Sawyer, Kababayan in Los Angeles, where every few times here on the program, we also go around town. And we made a stop at the residence of world-renowned American jazz artist, composer, and also music producer, also conductor David Benoit, as he talked to us about his life and his love for Filipinos. Southern California Toyota takes us around town in Los Angeles on Kababayan today. David Benoit is an American jazz fusion artist, pianist, composer, producer, and a 5-time Grammy nominee. In a recent interview at his residence in Palos Verdes, California, the accomplished musician thanked the Filipinos for, in his words, launching his career some 36 years ago or so.
My manager called and said, I've got a date in the Philippines. I never heard of the Philippines, you know, and so, and they said, and they want an orchestra, and I never worked with an orchestra. So we put it all together, and when I got there, all the press was waiting to meet me. They whisked me off in a Mercedes limo, and I just was like in a dreamlike state, like, could this really be happening to me? And apparently my music had gotten really popular over there. I had no idea until I got there. And it was just the most amazing. I'll never forget that moment. And the Filipinos are so kind, and I have a very special relationship with them.
Through his visits throughout the years, David has become aware of how the Philippine society works, also meeting and collaborating with Filipino talent.
At first, I was kind of honestly a little shocked at the disparity between the haves and have-nots, and these shanties along the river, and that's all gone now. I mean, at least what I see, and it's a real. I got invited to a few homes over in, they call it, what's the area? It's called Forbes. The Forbes district. It's a funny, I think it's a coincidence. It's named after the magazine about rich people, but beautiful homes, and Makati, that area is just building all these great malls now. It's really changed in a nice way, I think.
Any artists in the Philippines that you remember?
Well, one is Lea Salonga, and we brought Lea to Los Angeles, had a fabulous concert with her, with our orchestra, and her brother's a great orchestrator.
Oh, yeah.
He orchestrates, but yeah, Gerald, oh yeah, you know Gerald Salonga. And there have been so many great Filipino singers and artists and dancers. I couldn't even name them all.
But outside the Filipino community, David is also very active in the Asian American community here in Los Angeles. He is also the music director for the Asian American Symphony Orchestra and for the Asian American Youth Orchestra.
Yeah, I was blown away by the Japanese culture, the Japanese people. And then I met my wife in Hawaii, actually, and she's on vacation there. And then we got married 2 years later. And she was the one that introduced me to the Asian American Symphony. And as a result of my connection in the Philippines, Japan, and then eventually Korea, I started doing concerts in Korea. And so there was a real Asian connection. And then I did a film score, actually, for a Korean movie director. Christine Yu.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
Christine
yeah.
Yu with Y00.
Yeah,
called The Wedding Palace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I scored the music for that film, and she's the one that introduced me to John Ho Sang. And she said, I think you'd be perfect for this because he's looking for someone that can work with an orchestra and works with youth. And I had a meeting with him. It was a great meeting. We just hit it off right away. So that's kind of how it's evolved, you know.
This coming August 1st at the Walt Disney Concert Hall, David is collaborating with 16-time Grammy nominee Brian McKnight for the annual Korean Youth and Community Center, or KYCC, benefit concert.
You are probably excited. Are you still challenged to blend that kind of music, his kind of music, and jazz?
It's a big challenge. You're absolutely right. I have been putting a lot of hours into this because in this one song he has, It Should Have Been You, it's all R&B. I mean, really the way the drums sound, they're all like a drum machine and very techno. And how do you translate that to a Korean youth orchestra?
Yes.
And that has been a challenge, which I think is going to have good results, but I've been working very hard to make the transition from, and Brian's been great. He's not giving me any direction, anything. Just do it. Just do it.
He trusts you enough.
He trusts me. Yeah, I was very nice because I called him and I said, let's have a meeting. So he lives in the other end, about as far you could go in L.A. and still be in L.A., and that's Chatsworth.
Oh, no.
You have some, it's a ways out. So I went out there and I met Brian, and our meeting was 15 minutes long because he was just totally cool. He was like, you know, do your thing.
KYCC aims to serve the needs of the evolving and multi-ethnic Korean communities in Los Angeles, focusing on the recently immigrated and economically disadvantaged youth and families to empower the community. For tickets and information, log on to kyccla.org. Southern California Toyota takes us around town in Los Angeles on Kababayan today.